Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Okay, so we are here back with part 5 of our Let's Play Aftermath series. And this is probably going to be the last of the map videos episodes, because after this we are going to move on to the settlement phase to take a look at that. And then after that I will be back with one more video to kind of conclude with my final thoughts, review type thing. And so if you remember last time, our heroes Grumple and Messiah, we were exploring the Dungeon of Injo, which just so happens to be an old dilapidated vending machine. And we were chasing down this last package of onion snoodles in order to take those back to the settlement. But as we advanced through the dungeon, the machine pushed the snoodles towards the edge. They fell down to the pit below where a human would reach his hand in and grab the snacks. And so we had to dive after them to try to pick them up. We are being chased by a swarm of nasty roaches there, so we do have a hunt to worry about. And as you can see, if we do draw that calamity, the hunt is going to come into play. So we could be in for a nasty time on this this particular mission here. So all right, well, let's go ahead and read our setup. Okay, so at the start, we are going to advance the time, which is going to take me up to 7 times. And now, the climb down is easier than you expected due to the multitude of complex gizmos and mechanisms that provide ready handholds for your tiny paws. What? Whisper stops about halfway down, her attention fixed on the gloom below. In the dim light from the clouded plexiglass, you can just make out shapes and colors on the floor of the treat locker below. Candy, and lots of it, all different kinds, and some bags of savory snacks as well. It's like a goldmine of goodies. Is this heaven? She asks and licks her chops. You start climbing faster, eager to get to the bottom and inventory your claim. I can't climb as fast as you little ones, Grumple reminds them. I'll save you a snoodle, chuckles Ringer. You finally reach the bottommost tray of spiral dispensers, and each of you has to drop a half foot down into the near darkness of the treat locker below. Okay. So setup. Place your characters on the starting spot. So we're going to place them right there. Search through the clue tokens, including those previously discarded, for 3 tokens showing cheese prizes, and place them on the indicated spaces. Okay, so we're going to find some cheese prizes. Let's see here. We're going to place those, and those. All right. So we have our cheese here. We're going to place that. Let's see, one of them there, one of them there, and one of them there, like that. Okay, next up, we're going to place the snoodles on point of interest 2, so they dropped there, and that's also the enemy's spawn point. Environment cards, low light and visibility. Low visibility and heavy objects, which we have already seen before. The situation is safe. All right, so what do we need to do here? Well, let's see here. I guess we could go and try to pick up. So these these represent like food that we can pick up. That's kind of cool. So we are going to start this adventure with Messiah as the bookkeeper. And he has no cards, so I do need to draw 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I do have 1 threat, so I am going to place my threat there. And now let's see here. think I got a bunch of 1s. I did get a green 2. So I'm going to have Messiah use... I'm just going to have him use this green 2 to move across this green line here. And he is going to pick up this food. Now it says to, let's see, to search through the tokens for 3 showing pieces and place them on the... I guess I should have turned those back over so I wouldn't see what they were, I think. I'm not sure if I have to actually search for those or not. For 3, yeah, I think I do still. So this is going to be a 3 and a 2. I'm going to go ahead and go for the 2 because I'm going to spend this as a yellow 1 and then a 1 and a 1. So I've got 3. I have to roll the red die. -1 is 2, so I do get to pick that up. And so we do have 2 food. So that does bring our food up to 12. And now that was Messiah's turn. There's no point of interest there. So I think I'm going to go back to Grumple, who has 1 green card. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, another threat. So we're already up to 2 threat there. Again, we only have to encounter the surge if we have 4 threat. So now let's see here. Okay, I'm going to have, let's see, 1, 2. I'm going to place 2 like that to move Grumple 1, 2. Then I will use this green to move 1. Now I am in a point of interest here. So let's see, point of interest 2. The old rag stands, revealing a creature beneath. And when it turns, you see it is a vile white rat with bulging red eyes. Its front paws are augmented with long metal claws, crudely fashioned from rusty scrap. Encounter Red Eye Weird. Place this figure on this space. Ouch. All right, let me find Red Eye Weird. I believe it's one of the bosses. So there he is right there. Okay, so this is Red Eye Weird. Boss, regular, blighted. He has 3 different kinds of attacks here. Eyes of Weird, slashing hands, call to swarm. His life is equal to the number of heroes, so he has 2 hit points. Okay, and then here is his mini. Really cool looking mini. They did a great job on these guys. Again, the pre-washed condition is excellent. So he rises up. He was sleeping in, or maybe hiding in the pile of rags and food. So he's going to go into slot number 1, of which there is already 2 threat cards. So we are going to have an enemy turn after Grumple finishes her turn. So let's see. Encounter, loot. So if we kill him, we get 1 broken item, we get 1 cheese and 1 scrap. Situation is now hostile, of course, and if you defeat this enemy, go to 49-2. Rule reminder, defeating bosses always have a life value equal to the number of characters in the party. Okay, so what should I do? He's going to attack with a 1, so let me take a look at what that's going to do. That's going to be a, after attacking, the target becomes rattled, and he has a movement of 1, a range of 3, and it's going to hit for 4. Let's take a look and see what rattled does. Rattled. You cannot play more than 1 action card into a skill test unless it is a blocking skill test. Removal. A block skill test, difficulty 4. Difficulty -1 for each other character on your space. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to do here? what did we say? He has a movement of 1 and a range of 3. So he can actually, he'll really be able to target any place on the board. So getting away from him isn't really a possibility. And he has a defensive 8, which means he's going to be very hard to hit with what I have right now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hold our turn. Grumple's going to hold those cards. And then we do need to have check threat. So we do need to have an enemy turn, which means we are going to discard these cards. And he is going to do his number 1 attack. And he is going to attack Grumple with an attack value of 4. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a blue 2, adding 1 to my value, which is 3. And he's attacking with a 4. Oh, not enough. 4, 6, 3, 4. He beat me, so I do take 1 damage. Now, Grumple is at 2 hits right now. And Grumple is also rattled. Okay. So we need to remember that. So Grumple still has that yellow 3. All the threat has been cleared. We are going to place Red Eye back there. And now we are back to Messiah. Okay, Messiah needs to draw 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just enough. So we will take the rest of the action deck here and we will shuffle that. Man, a defensive 8. This is really going to be quite a challenging conflict, I believe, with the with our starting weapons. You don't get a lot of items in this game, I've noticed. Maybe those items come in later. So let's see what Messiah has. Well, let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is encourage. Give an action card to a player that has 2 or fewer. I'm going to give Grumple this blue 3. And then I am going to, yeah, man, a defensive 8. That is really, really rough. That's like super hard to get. I mean, with this 3, that enemy could have up to 11. And none of these ones are really going to do us much good right now with anything. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to use all 4 of these to initiate pickup of that. All right, so what do we get? We get 3 more food, bringing us up to 15 food. Okay, I'm going to discard these. Now we are at Grumple's turn. So Grumple needs 3 more cards. Let's hope we don't get a threat. 2, 3. Oh, and it is dark too. I need to remember that. So Messiah can't even shoot from far away. Oh man, terrible. Terrible, terrible. All right, so I need to shuffle these up. Forget. Shuffling 2 is really hard. Forget which one. All right, we'll take top one. All right, so that's a 1. And we'll put our 3 underneath there. All right. So let's see here. Okay, so we need to do a defense skill of a difficulty 4. So I'm going to do a defense of 3, adding 1, which is 4. And this is not an opposed skill. So there we go, 6. So I successfully remove the rattled effect. 6 minus 1 is 5. I beat the 4. Okay. And I can only do, well, I'm going to have to attack with a red. So that's 3. plus that 3 is 6, plus 7, plus 2 is 9. I'm attacking a boss, so I get one more, which is 10. Okay, 10 plus 1 is 11. 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, so I hit the enemy for 1 point of damage. So he needs one more. Okay, that was not bad. That was very nice, actually. However, we are going to have an enemy attack now. And he actually is going to do the same thing. And right now, Grumple has no cards to initiate a defense. So she is going to automatically take one hit. And she will become rattled again. But we are going to discard those 2 threat cards. And then put Red Eye back there. All right. Nothing else to keep track of right now. We are back to Messiah. Okay, well, okay, this is actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the 1 there, meaning that he is going to be able to attack. But now let's see here. Okay, I'm going to use this green 3 to move 1. I can move over this green, 2, 3 over that green, because I am using green for movement, so I can cross green lines at 1 point. So I'm now in range because of the darkness. So I will use this for a green 3. I will use this for a green 2, bringing my total up to 5. Plus 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. All right, here we go. So we are at even odds now, 8 to 8. So it's just a die roll. Got him. Yes. All right, so I do that point of damage. He is dead. Well, I actually thought that was gonna be a lot harder. I got lucky on my dice rolls for sure. Okay, so what do we do now? If you defeat this enemy, go to 49-2. Okay, we also get to draw an item. So we're going to take our item deck, and I'll shuffle that. I've already kind of shuffled it off screen. It's kind of a large deck, and these cards are kind of small, but I will give it a couple little cuts here. And now this item is considered to be broken. And that is an action figure vest. Oh, very cool. It's +2 defense. When making a melee strength test, or making a strength skill test, you may re-roll the white resolution die once. To repair it, I need to have 3 scrap, which I have a ton of scrap right now. So we should be able to repair this and use it once we get back to the settlement. Okay, so that goes into the broken item box to be repaired later. We also get, what did I say? 1 scrap and 1 food. Bringing our food up to 16, our scrap up to 20. So we no longer have any enemies on the board. And now we also need to read 49-2 here. The creepy red-eyed rat holds its metal hand up to block your blows as he stumbles backward, looking about frantically for an escape. It is his pet roaches that save him, pulling on his tattered robes until he gives in and makes a run for the exit. Okay, so he's not dead. He will definitely be back, probably stronger than ever. His hunched and shambling gait makes you feel sorry for him. You are reminded that not all creatures survived the calamity unscarved. Retrieve mission 5 from the discovery deck and add it to the bottom of the mission deck. All right, let's see what mission card 5 is here. Mission card 5, the Blighted. All right, that sounds nice and fun. The Blighted. The news you return with is grave indeed, whispers Patch, and he exchanges a worried glance with Tidbit. News, okay, I don't really want to read it all, but you guys can read it if you want to pause that and read that, or take a look at it. The reason I don't want to read it is because I just want to experience it a little later. So we're going to add that here to the bottom of the mission deck. bringing my missions up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have like 9 main missions to go on next. So so we need to get these cheesy snoodles out of here, or onion snoodles. God bless it. I keep saying cheesy snoodles, don't I? One of these days I'll learn. Okay, so Messiah is not going to use this blue 2. There's nothing we need to do, no threat, no enemies, so we are going to go back to Grumple's turn. Grumple is still rattled now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, the Calamity, of course. So this is kind of cool. So those roaches who saved Red-Eye Weird, they come back, and of course they want the onion snoodles. So they are actually going to come in right where we need to go to pick them up. They appear on the board here. They are going to take a turn after Grumple's turn. So encounter the hunt situation. If enemies are in play, it becomes hostile. All right. So I need to get rid of this rattled. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend this as a blue 2, follow that up with 2 more. So that gives me a 6, a 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. I passed the test of 4, so I'm no longer rattled. Minus 1 for another character in my spot, which is 4, so I match the test. Right, let's see, 6 minus 2, 6, 7 minus 2 is 5, minus 1 is 4, and I need a difficulty of 4. So I do pass the test. I'm going to hold on to this red 3. And now the roaches are going to get a turn, so let's see what they get to do. They get to move 2, and they're going to move all at once, so they're going to go 1, 2, like that. All right, I'm just going to leave those over here so I don't have to keep reaching way over. So they are in slot 1. I don't think we'll have any more enemies. We'll discard that. We are back to Messiah, who needs 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the roaches are going to get another turn. That does not really help me at all. Okay, I will go ahead and just... Let's see here. I can't shoot into that spot because of the low visibility. If I use this to cross that green line, I will not be able to attack because I need green cards to initiate an attack from Messiah. If I use these to cross the green line, I will only be able to attack with... oh, you know what? I should have gotten my my +1 scrap for beating an enemy with a defense of 5 or more. So actually, I'm up to 22 scrap. Okay, a little aside there. 2. They have a they only have a defense of 3, so I can kill one of them. Okay, so that's what I'll do. I will go ahead and... No, that's not going to give me anything for defense. Nope, I'm just going to hold my turn. So the roaches are going to get another attack. They are going to move in. And now we get to choose who they're going to attack. I'm going to have them attack... What are they going to attack? They're going to be attacking for 8. I am just going to have Messiah. I'm just going to have Messiah take it. So he's going to take 1 hit. Okay. Now we're going to discard that. Now we're back to Grumple's turn. So Grumple needs 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, damn it. That was not good. All right, going to mix those up. It doesn't really matter because the roaches all attack. They only have 1 attack. So we're just going to put those under there. All right, so I'm going to have Grumple attack with a 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. So I do kill one of the roaches. So we're going to take one of that up. bringing them down to 5. I will go ahead and attack again with this red 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Terrible. All right, well, that's that. He'll hold on to this green 2. The roaches are going to attack. And they're going to attack with 5 with 7. I'm just going to have Messiah take it again. Well, I'm going to discard all of these 1s anyways. So let's... No, I will try to defend with a 2. Maybe I'll get lucky on my roll. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then what was this? They were at... No, they beat me. They were at 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so... All right, well, that was a waste of that blue card. That's fine, though. Messiah is going to take another attack. Discard these. The roaches are back. All right. So now it is Messiah's turn. I'm going to discard all of these 2. I'm going to draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to encourage Grumple. I'm going to give him his or her the influence card because she only has 1 card. And I'm going to use all of these to initiate a green attack on the roaches, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 0 is 7. They're at a 5, so I do hit another roach, taking that one off. Man, 6 roaches is really nasty. This takes forever, like this war of attrition. Okay, there are no threat cards, so they will not get a turn. So now I'm going back to Grumple, who needs 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, Grumple is just going to attack with that red 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 to 2. So I do kill another one. Okay, so there are 3 left. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Grumple go ahead and move out for, let's see, 1, and then she's going to move 2 more onto this cheesy, or this onion snoodles thing. So I need to read number 3 here. Let's see. There is a misshapen hole torn in the metal wall, no doubt caused by the great calamity. Above the hole, the words, "Feed the Czar," are scratched into the black paint by something sharp. Peering into the hole, you see a dark tunnel beyond, a secret way out of Injo. If you move the snoodles onto this space and the situation is safe, go to the success entry. Okay, so let's see here. I know what, these actually should have been on spot 2. I made a mistake. These need to go way over here. So I don't want to move him or her quite yet because we need to move those over. So I'm going to hold on to these 2 other cards here. All right, made a mistake there. Yeah, so we need to get the snoodles over to that spot to escape. Okay, so I'm just going to hold on to the rest of my cards for Grumple. Now we are back to Messiah, who needs 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can initiate an attack, but not a very good one. That is going to give me 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, ooh, minus 2 is 3. And nope. Okay. I cannot do any more attacks. What can I block with? Okay, so 2, 3. Man, there are still 3 roaches left. I hate those roaches. We are just going to pass on this turn, I believe. The roaches aren't going to be able to go. I'm going to discard these two cards. And Grumple's turn now. But now all of the threat cards are back in play. Yeah, I feel like these Roaches, I feel like they just kind of slow down the game a bit. I think you should be able to kill one. Well, you know what? The Roaches have 1 hit point each. If I initiate an attack no, because each attack only does 1 hit. So I kind of feel like if you do a certain amount over, you should be able to kill more than 1 Roach. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now is not the time to contemplate house rules. Oh my God. Terrible. Well, at least I get all 3 of these out of the way because we are going to clear those out after this turn. So let's see here. I cannot do anything with these at all right now. We are going to pass. We are going to have the Roaches go ahead and attack Messiah. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defense. 6 minus 2 is 4. God damn it, that dice. All right. 3 is 0. Oh my God, okay. So I do survive that attack. I do not take any damage. That sometimes... Oh wait, was that +3? I thought that was a... What did I roll? Oh, okay. Not so bad. I do survive the attack. I got scared a little bit. Going to discard these. All right, had a brain malfunction there. I completely spaced out for a minute. All right, discarding those cards that Messiah used to attack. We are now back to Messiah, who needs to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's all of the threat cards, I believe, or most of them. So she will get another attack. I'll spend this as a green 3, or a green 1, 2, 3. Bring my attack up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are at 3, so +0. I do hit another Roach, bringing them down to 2. They are going to get their attack now. And so they're just going to attack, what are they at? They're at 3, they're at 2, they're at 4. I'll go ahead and spin both. No, I'm just going to have them attack Messiah again, bringing his hit points down to 1 left. They each have 1 left. All right. So now we are back to Grumple. Grumple is going to discard these 2 1s, grab 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to attack with a 2, and that's a red 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 3, 0. So I do hit 1 more Roach, bringing them down to 1. And then let's see here. Oh my gosh, I just stacked all of my cards. Got them all mixed up. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. I will hold on to these. I will go to Messiah's turn. Messiah needs 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And I will initiate a 3-point attack with that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. All right, finally. Jesus. Okay. We killed the last Roach. No loot for that. Even if they offered loot, any animals in the hunt no longer have loot. So now it's just a matter of time. We're just going to say that because this video is already, we have to do these group tests. We have enough right here basically to do 2 group tests to get them across. We are going to just go ahead and play it out like we do get them, because we're not going to have to deal with any more threat. The only thing that might happen is we might have to add another surge, but I'm not going to worry about that. This episode is already getting a little long, and I started to make a few sloppy mistakes by dropping my cards and combining my hands on that last turn. So sorry about that. But we get them out, and now we do read the success on our mission card, which is going to be 98-1. And I'm actually going to read that on the next episode. We will finish that up. We will finish up this mission, and then we will move on. As part of that, we will move into the settlement phase. And that way we can kind of look at how we're going to be able to spend our scrap. We can repair our broken item and probably build a couple buildings maybe for our settlement. So, all right, guys. Sorry this one was a little long and got a little sloppy towards the end, but it's all good. And we will talk to you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.